Okay, is it possible to have an animation this good? I mean, yeah, this good? Yes, it's absolutely possible. Probably better question would be, how do we get characters like this? I'm going to start over. That was horrible. You know what? I'm not going to start over. I'm just going to keep going. So, how do we get objects into Pivot that are not Pivot objects, like Shrek and Sonic, or whatever? Well, it's not that hard, but there are a couple steps. So let me show you those steps. We're going to use a website called Pixlr. So first thing we're going to do is just going to open up Pixlr, pixlr.com. And on Pixlr, you have a couple versions of Pixlr. We're going to use Pixlr E Advanced Photo Editor. Okay. And we're going to get onto this screen. Now we're going to find a picture of Shrek. So I just typed in Shrek. I'm going to go to Images, and I'm going to take this picture. Basically, any picture with a clear background or a single color background will be a lot easier. Backgrounds like this, where there's like, the castle in the background, it's a little harder. I'm going to show you how to do something like that too. So I'm going to just take this picture because I know I can get this one very easily. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say copy image. Okay, copy image. And then I'm going to go back to Pixlr and I'm going to press Control V as in victory, and that pastes the image in, okay? So just to recap, we right click on the image, we copy image, sorry, my picture's in the way, fails. We copy image, which I can't because my picture is in the way. Right click, then we copy image, and then we go back and we Control V and paste it in. Okay, then we're gonna use the magic wand tool. You click anywhere in this same color out here, and you'll see that they're now I call them the marching ants, all around Shrek. And if I hit delete, the delete key, or the backspace key, yeah, backspace or delete, will delete that background. So now I have an actual transparent background. And the only step left is I'm going to crop this image a little bit. So I'm going to press Control D. Control D gets rid of the marching ants. And I'm going to use the crop tool, and I want to crop it up as close as I can to the character, because when I put it into Pivot, you want it to be just right around the character as close as possible. Okay, so I do that. I'm going to go to File, Export as PNG, and I'm going to give it a name so that I know what it is. So I'm going to put it in my downloads under this PC. This is on a Windows computer, and I'm going to type Shrek. Shrek PNG, just so that I can find it, okay? Then I'm gonna do this with a different picture. I'm gonna do two pictures right now. I'm gonna do it with a picture that's very complicated and the magic wand does not work. So I'm gonna right click and copy this image. Again, hold on. Right click, copy image. Make sure it's copy image, not copy image address. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna Control V, paste. And now this one, if I use the magic wand, it's only going to select the color that is all the same color touching. It is not useful for getting this Sonic out. Now, there's a couple ways to clean this screen off. Control D to deselect the marching ants. One, you can crop it down so you get rid of everything but the character you want. That's actually not a bad starting point. So I'm going to just take this. I'm going to crop down as much as I can, get rid of as much of the extra stuff. I'm going to try to keep all of his main body parts there. And I'm going to hit enter. Now, I've gotten rid of a lot of it, but the magic wand still isn't going to work. So, Control D to deselect the marching ants. You can use the lasso tool. I like the lasso tool, and you can like draw around and then hit delete, and you can sort of like lasso out a bunch of stuff. I like lassoing, it's kind of fun. But make sure you don't select any part of his body. If you make a mistake, Control Z to undo. You can also use the eraser tool and hit Control D again. You got to get rid of those marching ants. And you can zoom in and you can sort of erase. If you want to go for better quality of your cleanup, you're going to want to zoom in and just go kind of really careful as you're erasing. I'm not going to be super careful right now. I'm just going to sort of I let go of my mouse a lot when I'm doing this though, because if you make a mistake, you only have to undo the last time you clicked. But if you hold the mouse down the whole time and you make a mistake, it's a lot of work. So anyway, I'm going to erase as much as I can. I can also make my eraser bigger or smaller like this, and that can get rid of things a little quicker. It's a little harder if you're trying to get really close. Like if you're trying to get really close to erase, you might want to make your eraser smaller. I'm just going to do like a really, again, quick thing. The tail, I'm going to just kind of get rid of that. Okay, and if I want to get in here, I'm not even gonna bother doing all this like kind of cleanup. I'm gonna just sort of go, yeah, sure, that's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, there we go. There's my character. Not my greatest work, but it'll work. Let's see how that looks when we bring it. So I'm gonna save this file, export as PNG. Oh, you used all your daily free saves. Ugh. I am not happy that it's telling me that. So what could I do? Can I copy this and take it somewhere else? Sheesh. That makes me sad. I'm going to go to PNG egg. Is it PNG egg? Let's see. Transparent image stickers. Forget it. Anyway, I've already saved and downloaded, so I'm going to show you. But that's a bummer. That's a bummer that they're doing that now. So let's open up Pivot. I'm going to go new file. Oh, I should save this because this animation is so beautiful. Shrek and Sonic PNG experiment. Save. Okay. File new. Okay. So I'm going to go to File, Load Sprite Image. It's got to be Sprite Image. Load Sprite Image. And then there's my Shrek PNG. And it brings it in. It puts the dot right in the middle. And he's a lot bigger than my screen because I think the original image of him was pretty big. So I can resize him here. I could resize him in the editing program if I want. That's too much work. And there we go. And then I can have him jump around and smash the character. Play. Really good animation there. And then the same thing with Sonic. I'll load the sprite image of one of the ones that I already cleaned up. Sonic Hacked here before I got the free limit. So if you hit your limit of downloads, Paint.net is another great program that will let you export as PNG. I think it's PNG Egg, the website will do that too. These are ways to bring any object, anything from the internet into Pivot, which can be really cool and give you lots of different options for being super creative. So anyway, I hope that was useful. Also, you have this ability to add things to the front or behind. So if I want to have him, I'll just show you this. It's kind of fun. He's going to go behind him, and then he's going to come to the front, bring him forward, and now he'll run in front of him. Play. Goes behind, then goes in front, because I use the behind and the forward and backwards buttons. So that's a little bonus lesson. You're welcome. You're welcome, Internet. I hope that's helpful, and happy 2023.